Thank you for watching East County SELPA's new Special Education Director video series. This series is part of a larger project funded by the California Department of Education under the IEP Technical Support and Assistance Grant. These videos supplement the other resources for new special education directors that can be found on our website, highqualityiep's.net. New special education directors come to this position with varied experiences. Some have been within the field of special education for many years, and some are brand new to special education. This video series is targeted to first and second year special education directors to provide perspectives related to special education of various departments within a district. The goal is to cultivate a deeper understanding of the special education director as they lead their department and collaborate with other district departments. For additional questions, special education directors are encouraged to collaborate with other leaders within their district and their special education local plan area director.
Hello, my name is Scott Patterson. I'm the Deputy Superintendent of Business Services for the Grossmont Union High School District. Today I'd like to provide you some thoughts on 5 topics regarding special education from the perspective of a Chief Business Official, or CBO. 1. The relationship with your CBO. 2. The special education budget. 3. The IEP process. 4. Staffing. And 5. New program proposals. Number 1. Relationship with your CBO. While a CBO oversees all of the district's business functions, most CBOs spend over half of their time dealing with budget and finance issues. So we CBOs like to think that special education directors are knowledgeable about the fiscal aspects of the program. I would encourage you to ask a few questions. What information does the CBO want to see, and on what time intervals, for instance, monthly? What types of expenditure commitments can I make independently versus seeking advance approval from the business office? What other districts or benchmarks should I look at for comparison to our district special education program? Number 2, the special education budget. It's likely that the special education program is the single largest program in your district. It normally represents on the order of 25 to 30% of the entire budget. And unfortunately, special education funding doesn't cover all of its costs. So that means that every dollar spent, and conversely every dollar saved, is what we call a green dollar. With that in mind, here are a few things you should know. What is the total district budget? What's the total special ed program budget? How much of that budget is funded by special ed dollars from federal, state, and local sources? How much is funded by the general fund? Sometimes this is referred to as contribution or encroachment. More things to ask and know. How much did we spend last year? How much are we on track to spend this year? Why are we up or down from where we were? Compare your program to your own program history and other districts. Look at NPS counts and compare that to your own experience as well as comparable districts. What are the budgeted and filled FTE and how do they compare to last year? Number 3, the IEP process. Here again, if you can demonstrate that you have a good handle on the IEP process and that there's a knowledgeable presence at the table with an eye toward balance, this will build confidence that the resources being deployed are reasonable and necessary. Know how the IEPs relate to actual services being provided. For instance, do all special ed students being transported have it in their IEP? If not, is it on a space available basis? Is the stop for each student prudent? Bus stop or door to door? If door to door, is that necessary? Number 4, staffing. Staffing or people costs generally represent more than 80% of a district's overall expenditure budget, and the special education program is no exception. So a focus in this area is paramount. Know, what are my ratios? What I mean by that are caseloads, aides, support positions. Are these in line with my comparison districts? Be sure to monitor staffing to keep it current with changing conditions. For instance, is that one-on-one aid still required as student enrollments change? How much am I spending on admin? Look at the pieces. The pieces, I mean teachers, specialists, admin, aides, consultants, NPS, and transportation. When my ratios are too rich or too lean, what actions are available for me to rectify? A close coordination with your human resources department is key here. And number 5, new program proposals. When you are considering proposing a new special education program, here are a few key considerations. Is this a program that will enhance the instructional programs, save money, or both? If this is a program that's projected to save money, be sure to take the time to consider all of the costs for the new program and a realistic projection of savings by not continuing the current service delivery model. New costs, staff, both direct service and support. Teachers and aides are direct. What about program specialists, nurses, supervision, clerical, custodial? Think about facilities. Can you use existing facilities or does it require new facilities? Remember, once the facilities exist, you must turn on the lights, have water and sewer, and maintain the building both in the short and long term. It requires insurance too. Does it have an effect on transportation? Any change? New routes? Discontinued routes? Savings. You must ask, what costs will truly go away or be reduced, now or in the future? Your CBO will think that way. Will there be a reduced need for staff? If so, will those staff be reabsorbed elsewhere or be laid off? If neither, then that cost will still reside with the district, even though those people are not working on the new program, so the savings are not really there. The same can be said for facilities. Do the facilities go dark or are they repurposed and still incurring costs? In conclusion, I hope you find these thoughts and recommendations helpful. Remember, everyone's working toward the success of the district and all of its students, just from different viewpoints and job responsibilities. It's up to us all to figure out how to work collaboratively for the overall good. Thank you.